Welcome to Word News. I'm Mike Rothphone.
And I'm Cami R. Cruz.
We begin tonight with some breaking news. An epidemic has crossed our nation. A surge in public malapropisms have cast a sharp shadow on journalists.
Apparently, this epidemic has already begun to mutate as Spoonerisms have crept up through tube ubers like Mr. Beast.
Purportedly, the incident started as CCR cover band Creedence Cloudy River led an audience of 10,000 in a sing-along of Bad Moon Rising, where a chorus in perfect harmony sang the Mondegreen, "There's a bathroom on the right."
The story continues as the social media company formerly known as X, now called the social media company formerly known as X, was taken by storm with posts of favorite Mondegreens, blinded by the light, Tiny Dancer, and Purple Haze being some of the most prevalent.
The epidemic isn't just appearing as Malapropisms, Spoonerisms, and Mondegreens, but starts out somewhat asymptomatically with more common Disfluencies, such as saying mischievous instead of mischievous, or prerogative versus prerogative, etc. instead of the appropriate etc.
While these may be a matter of subtle solitary or subdued semantics, certainly single strains of Spoonerisms saturate syndicates of source substance.
Cami Cruz can cast a chasm of colorful alliteration.
Que surprise!
In other word news, a recent study by Logophile Office of Syntax Error, Rhetoric, and Syllogism, or Losers, announced that presidential speeches have hit an all-time low, registering language on par with that of sixth graders, a far cry from the President's Premier Proclamation, which was colloquially referred to as Ivy Talk.
And finally, we leave you on a bit of a positive note. Panglossian.
Welcome to Nerd Word, an electron-induced vocabulary edutainment podcast for building your speech, confidence, and brainceps.
Spoonerism, a verbal error in which a speaker accidentally transposes the initial sounds or letters of two or more words, often to humorous effect. Malapropism, the mistaken use of a word in place of a similar-sounding one, often with unintentionally amusing effect. Mondegreen, a misunderstood or misinterpreted word or phrase resulting from a mishearing of the lyrics of a song. Syllogism, an instance of a form of reasoning in which a conclusion is drawn from two given or assumed propositions, each of which shares a term with the conclusion and shares a common or middle term not present in the conclusion. Panglossian, marked by the view that all is for the best in this best of possible worlds.
Today's bonus episode of Nerd Word, we have multiple words for you, and those nerd words are
Spoonerism, Malapropism, Mondegreen, Syllogism, and Panglossian. Hello.
What's up, Cami R. Cruz?
We have so many words today.
It's a little bit scary being back on stage here at
Studio B,
a.k.a. Central Theatre. So Spoonerism, that's a fun word.
First of all, I would like to say you picked out some really fun words this week, and they are all, I was trying to think of an alliteration that's like weird word wobbles.
That's fun.
Okay.
I feel like one of these, or maybe some of them, are or have been on Jeopardy, which
I'm sure that they have, but the important thing is that
categories.
When you listed these, I don't think any of these were in my immediate vocabulary. I had to look all of them up.
Oh, yes.
Because they were not, I didn't even have good references for them.
I think the only one, well, Malapropism and Spoonerism, those two, I had some familiarity with. Spoonerism, I think, because my brother and I, when we played video games, every time there was something on the menu, we would flip around the letters and try to get different words. Although we were young boys, so we tried to make them dirty. And it
obviously.
Yeah. I won't say this right now, but
thank you.
Tune into our website if you'd like a list of those.
Those will not be listed on our website.
You also can't tune into websites, I don't think.
It's also interesting because several of these are words because of the character.
Fictional character or people?
Yeah, so, well, I guess both. So the first one, Spoonerism.
What does that mean, first of all?
Oh, okay. Yeah, good choice. We should help people out. This is a verbal error where someone transposes the letters. So microphone said shark daddo instead of dark shadow.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's quite literally just a flip around.
And Cameo Cruz said Bister Meest instead of Mr. Beast.
Exactly.
Which, is that still a Spoonerism? Because it doesn't, Bister Meest doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't, but you're transposing it, which is the whole point of
Okay.
Spoonerism, is the transposition. I don't think that's a word.
I mean, it is just not it's not the right usage of it. That's what we're here for, though.
Yes, absolutely. But the Merriam-Webster attributes this to someone named William Archibald Spooner, lived from 1844 to 1930.
How do you get the last name Spooner?
I don't know. It's pretty fantastic.
Do you think that's like you know what? I know what it is. I bet he lived in Oklahoma and he was a bowler, because all the bowlers from Oklahoma have really weird nicknames, like the Iceman.
So he was a clergyman and an educator. And he frequently had to get up for public speaking. And I guess this was just something that he did all the time. When he was giving his sermons or his lessons, he would flip the words around and often make a mistake.
On purpose, or he's just like a...
I think he was just kind of, fumbling. He didn't, just good old Bill Archibald. Didn't know what was up. Anyway, they called these Spoonerisms. This became like his trademark, if you will.
Like the modern day of what's it called? Whenever I pulled a Homer. That's it. You don't watch enough Simpsons to get that reference.
I do know who Homer is, but thank you.
You could have had it confused with the Iliad.
Also, importantly, yes, that's frequent. Importantly, Shel Silverstein, a beloved children's author and poet, has an entire book
on Spoonerisms
called Runny Babbit.
No way. Do we?
I don't think we own it at this current time. Obviously we will, because now you've discovered it, and so you have to have it.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but I didn't even think about it
Amazon
until...
associate link in there.
Well, I know that book, but I didn't know this is what it was called. There's no Amazon link, guys.
Yes, sir. Go to the website.
I just think that's really interesting, because I'd never heard it called a Spoonerism, but I have read that book.
Okay, so Spooner would talk in front of lots of people, and he would just mix up words, and people were like, oh yeah, it's Spoonerism. And then anybody else that did it, like, oh, you just pulled a Spoonerism, or you just Spoonerismed, or you just something like that, right?
Absolutely. Now they just say, oh, that's a Spoonerism.
Oh, yeah, that's a Spoonerism.
Yeah.
Okay.
You pulled a Monica.
He pulled a Monica.
You know what I mean?
Reference number one.
Yeah.
Okay. So if a word is named after somebody, is there a name for that? Is it like, is that what an eponym is?
Guests need to call in. Eponym, maybe.
Is that what, when they speak?
Eponymous?
Yeah.
I think you might be right.
Okay. I think that's the one that...
Are we allowed to Google during this show?
I mean, we can always pause it, so it's not real life. But I think that's what Ken Jennings, one of his favorite categories.
I think so too.
We have him on speed dial. Should we call him?
We should.
Okay.
A person after whom a discovery, invention, place, etc.
Ooh, nice.
is named or thought to be named.
Oh, eponymously named.
Amazing.
Yeah, amazing.
Wow. That was really good.
Yeah.
That was verbally very gifted of you.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so moving on to another eponym. Let's talk about Malapropism. I'm assuming it's an eponym.
It is also an eponym.
Which I wouldn't have thought that, because I think of anytime you see the letters M-A-L, mal, bad, that's bad in Spanish or Latin or something like that, right? So I just imagine that it was, and it's got an ism there. Well, tell me about it.
We're going to travel down this trail and come back to that statement.
Okay.
So this is also named for someone. However, this is a fictional character in, I believe it's Robert Sheridan. Nope, Richard Sheridan's The Rivals. There's a character called Mrs. Malaprop.
Wait, Richard Brinsley Sheridan?
R.B. Sheridan.
R.B.
Arby?
I don't know who that is. I just got
Except
really
that
good
you
notes.
Do you know? Okay.
Just good notes.
Great. So Mrs. Malaprop was a character known for saying things incorrectly. I loved the examples that the internet gave me. It was really funny. But my favorite was a pineapple of politeness instead of the pinnacle of politeness. And I just felt like it was so appropriate. But apparently this is something that this character said.
So it's like a leveled up Spoonerism. Like it changes the meaning of a Spoonerism.
Right. It's like using, well, one of my favorite definitions was sounds somewhat like the word intended, but ludicrously wrong in the context. Not just wrong, but ludicrously wrong.
I bet Ludacris probably knew a lot of Malapropisms.
He probably did. He's
wrapped those into
very
everything.
Smart man.
Yeah, clever writer.
But yeah, a Malapropism is a humorous, unintentional misuse of a word or phrase.
I love it.
I think it's fantastic. But, to go back to your kind of breaking down the word into its parts, it essentially breaks into mal à propos. It's French for inappropriate.
Well, that's clever writing by Richard Sheridan.
He really knew what was up.
Yeah. I mean, he was thinking that one through. That's some like K5 thinking right there.
He was on it. But so now we have malapropisms specifically for that character.
Malapropo.
Very eponymically motivated.
All right. Now it's getting crazy.
Yep, just making stuff up. We interrupt this programming for an update on progress with our word trouble. The Association for Emergencies with Integers and Orthography Unscripted, or AEIOU, commonly known as vowels, has cast a moratorium on printing, causing a constant backup in publications.
We'll have more on this pressing matter when we return. Okay, and so Mondegreen.
This one was fun.
I always thought it was Mondegreen, but it looks like Mondegreen.
Well, let me tell you why it's pronounced that way.
Okay.
So the journalist Sylvia Wright in 1954 wrote a column in which she was kind of talking about something from her childhood of mishearing a poem. So it's a Scottish poem called The Bonny Earl of Moray. I have no idea if I'm saying that correctly. And which she always heard the words, "Oh, they have slain the Earl of Moray and Lady Mondegreen." When in reality, the line says, "and laid him on the green."
Oh.
So it's called a Mondegreen because of how she misheard it. And then it became such a thing about mishearing lyrics and or anything that's being recited. And it kind of came into a thing. In fact, there was a 2014 New Yorker article that referenced that original column, plus all the very popular Mondegreens that have become part of our regular lives. And the University of Houston, so shout out to whatever student group did this. The University of Houston compiled a list of the most popular, and some of them were silly. And maybe this is because I know all the words to songs and other people do not.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know any of the words to any songs.
That's not true.
But great job to Mike and Cammie, because one of them on the list is Creedence Clearwater Revival's "There's a Bathroom on the Right" instead of "A Bad Moon on the Rise."
Yeah.
But my other favorite one, which if you're a 90s, early 2000s kid, you'll appreciate this.
She's talking about the 1900s.
The 1900s.
This is old stuff.
These new ones. Chubbawamba. Everybody remember that?
No, I don't remember that at all.
Tub thumping.
What? I don't remember this at all.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I'm not going to sing it.
No. What is this?
The band.
What band?
Yes, they're called Chubbawamba.
Never heard of them.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't.
I get knocked down.
I know now I get that.
Okay.
I get up again. You're never ever going to get me down.
Okay. But the Mondegreen is I get locked out, so I go out again. Instead of I get knocked down and I get up again.
That's terrible.
I think it's fantastic. I'm going to start singing the wrong words now.
Okay.
But this is also Phoebe from Friends.
Hold me closer.
Tony Danza.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
That
I love
one,
it.
I feel like that one's the most popular, but maybe that's just the one I heard the most.
And yet the one that University of Houston, again, shout out, great job, student group. The website looked like it was done in the 80s, so fantastic. Was Benny and the Jets, Betty in a Dress? That's one.
That's weird.
I feel like that one doesn't fit.
Blinded by the Light, that one always got me. Because nobody knows the following, nobody knows what they're actually saying. Blinded by the light, wrapped up like a douche, is what I thought.
And what is the actual lyric?
It might be wrapped up like a douche.
Somehow I doubt that those are the words.
Here we go, Google number 2. Oh, it's just revved up like a deuce.
Like a deuce? I mean, at what point do we just say, this is your fault? These are terrible lyrics.
Yeah, Manfred Mann's Earth Band.
Manfred Mann's.
I wish
What
I was
a
a one-hit
band
wonder.
name. That was great.
Okay, so Mondegreens, another eponym that's fantastic. Now we go on
It's
to...
not really an eponym, though, is it? She just kind of coined
Oh,
her
you're
own
right.
term.
You're right. That's my bad. Yeah.
But I did like the way that she did it, because Lady Mondegreen, that's pretty fantastic.
It sounds like such a fictional tale that this is how that word came to be.
Okay. I like
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, who's recording this random thing that happened to this person?
But I looked at 3 different sites for the origin
all
of
said the
this
same
word,
thing.
and they all said the same thing. Plus, my favorite, Merriam-Webster, who has never led me astray, listed the same thing.
Well, if you read it multiple times, it must be true.
Obviously.
Okay. Remember that? Fake news. Okay, so this next one that I just... Syllogism?
Syllogism. This just makes me think of Boondock Saints.
I just want to add syllables here and call it like syllogism.
Syllogism. Well, this is interesting, and this also is so perfect for you. I feel like this is a word that you really like because of the concept behind it.
Tell me what it means, then I'll tell you if I like
it. It's the scheme of an argument, specifically having a major premise, a minor premise, and a conclusion. And that's how you would deductively reason something. Example.
Yes, please, because I'm not understanding how it fits into the rest of our words yet.
All virtue, it doesn't really fit with the rest of the words, but it is a good word. All virtues are praiseworthy. Kindness is a virtue. Therefore, kindness is praiseworthy.
Oh, this could fit into like our post hoc ergo propter hoc sort of thing.
Yes, ipso facto Columbo Oreo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
This is a philosophy term, which again I think is why it resonates with you. You enjoy these kinds of concepts. You love the
Philo and Sophia. They're both friends.
You love the underpinnings of arguing, right? Having rational pieces of your argument that fit together in order to build a stronger case, because you love law school. Didn't go, but you do love it.
Well,
No?
I really needed to go to law school.
Yeah.
Would have helped.
No. I still would have beat you every time. Anyway, I thought it was interesting because I hadn't really thought about this. I would assume that this is also applied in a lot of mathematical axioms and things like that. I'm not using any of the right words, but
Nobody knows.
you know, in science, when you have to make 2 assumptions so that you can have a conclusion, ipso facto ergo.
Propter, post,
Yes.
lamitis.
Hoc.
Okay.
These are all the things.
That's amazing.
It's a good word, syllogism.
Yeah.
I like it. It doesn't really fit with the rest of these,
No.
but
How did it
you
get
know,
in here?
it's important. One of these things is not like the other.
How did it make its way in?
I don't know.
Blame the writers. I think they went on strike, came back, and they weren't sure exactly.
They just like put it all into one thing.
Picking up where they left off, they weren't sure, which, to end on a positive note, Panglossian. Talk about a random toss-in of words.
I love Panglossian though.
It doesn't fit again, right?
Okay, but this one does fit because
They all
this
sound like they fit.
is eponymic.
Oh.
I'm just making up all the forms of that word that I possibly can.
Eponymic. Well,
Eponymic. So Panglossian, the
let
definition
me guess. It's
here,
from somebody named Pangloss, who was a philosopher back in ancient Greek times.
very close, but also
Okay.
absolutely not. Let's go with the definition first.
Okay.
Extremely optimistic, especially in the face of unrelieved hardship or adversity. Someone who is just, as Wikipedia says, unreasonably optimistic.
Let's all take a moment to think about that person in our lives.
They're delightful, aren't they? So great.
I know one person that's a good friend of yours who cannot stop smiling, it seems.
It's fantastic.
She might just be the nicest person in the world, but
It's why everyone loves her so much, or
Yeah.
the most.
Yeah. And I was like, what kind of drugs is she on? And you're like, none.
Just herself. The origin, again, a fictional character. This is from Voltaire's Candide.
Ooh.
There
Truly
is
classical literature.
Yes, absolutely. Isn't that also a classical piece of music?
I'm sure it is.
It is.
Candide? Yes.
I feel like my sister was in the marching band and they played Berlioz. Berlioz Candide, I think.
Okay.
2000.
I mean,
The Colony
Berlioz
High
is
School.
really
Somebody
only
look it
known
up.
for The Witch's Sabbath, right?
What?
The true good Berlioz stuff, where he had like all of the offstage percussion. It was like chimes outside of the listening area to make like the crazy witch sort of orchestra thing.
Well, it sounds fantastic.
Cue the music. It's pretty good, isn't it?
It's so great. I really like that. So Voltaire's Candide has a character called Dr. Pangloss, who is an optimistic tutor. And his, I guess, claim to fame...
An optimistic tutor?
Yeah, as in like helping me with math.
Oh.
All is best in this best of possible worlds. This is the phrase that is in every definition of, or example, whatever, of Panglossian.
Say it again.
All is best in this best of possible worlds.
That's positive. We should wake up and clap our hands to that every day.
Clap our hands. That's so nice.
All is best.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
All is best in this best of possible worlds. Those are all the things. That's all I have for all 5 of these words to get us back in the groove.
Well, that's amazing. I'm really excited about having a way to define when I screw up talking.
Yeah, it's important to have other words to put in place when you mess up words.
Right. And
Because people will just gloss past the fact that you said dark shadow. Wait, what was it?
Shark Daddo.
Shark daddo. I can't even do it.
Until you can. These are, I guess, I would call them advanced disfluencies.
Advanced disfluencies. That's fantastic.
Can we call them that?
Yes.
Okay.
They are now classified as advanced disfluencies.
Okay.
Except neither syllogism nor Panglossian can be classified as a disfluency.
Oh, well.
Those are just words we really, really liked.
Okay. I like them all. How do you use these in common language? Do you?
Yeah, you do now that there's been this episode of Nerd Word.
You can just point it out and be like, Spoonerism, Mondegreen,
You'd be the favorite at
Malapropism.
every meeting, every sorority session,
I think maybe for
shouting it at the news.
the people in
Children.
college that really want to edge up their writing essays, toss a few of these in there. have a
Absolutely.
little
Just to
fun.
see if someone's reading.
Yeah. TAs don't do much work.
They do not.
They definitely don't get paid for it. And that, we sign off. Word News. Thanks.
Bye. Nerd Word is a Revision Sound production. If you love what you hear, subscribe or head over to our Patreon account.
It started out as nothing more than a common cold, or so we thought. The past 90 days, Disfluencies have disrupted virtual meetings, unnecessary emails, and concert stages. A face mask mandate is in effect in all rooms with a microphone or Zoom camera. Could this be the end of language as we know it? Could this be the global reset on language barriers we're all waiting for? Find out next on 600 Words or Less.
That was very good.